Hi guys, Andrew here. I want to show you guys a fishing rod that I came up with that you can make with just a Leatherman and a fishing line and maybe some internals for 550 cord if you have some, or other cordage. Um, if you find yourself in a survival situation, there's the obvious of setting out fish traps, um, trout lines. Those are all going to be your best ways to catch fish without expending a lot of energy. But if you just want to go ahead and actively fish on top of that, there's the easy ways. You can make yourself a simple cane pole. You can just use a stick, wrap your uh, fishing line around it and throw it out. Those are simple, quick ways to actively fish. This is a little bit more complicated. It would be a situation if you were very much long term, and you had time on your hands. I made this out of, I used a sweet gum sapling. I had just used my Leatherman, the tools you find on a Leatherman. I'll give you a quick rundown of the pole. What I did was, instead of just tying it off the end like you would on a cane pole, I actually took and notched. This notch would run along the top of your fishing pole all the way down. You start out with notching, running a little notch all the way around the outside, and you can either take your fishing line, or I use the internals for 550 cord, and you would run notches periodically down it, so your string's going to stay in place. And then I came down here to the bottom where I drilled a hole through, again just using my Leatherman. As you can see here, it's at an angle, so your line doesn't have a sharp edge to lay up against. And I actually took another little branch and got it heated it up in the fire, and just used it to help smooth out the inside there. Drilled a couple more holes, again just using my Leatherman, and drove a couple of pieces of wood through here to wrap my line around. I'll step back here, and you run this just like you would a fly rod. Step back here and show you. You just pull off some line like you would just like a fly rod. Put your finger on the top, hold it in place, and cast. Comes right on out, and then to reel in, you just grab hold and start reeling. Kind of helps a little bit if you angle it so you're not catching that front one, but you just reel it on in, and you can fish like you would with more of a modern fishing line, fishing pole. Took me about 2-3 hours to make. I did a little bit here, a little bit there as I had time. I like to try to think outside the box. Sometimes it works out real good, sometimes it doesn't. I'm hoping in a couple of weeks to get out and actually try fishing with this. So it's just, if you find yourself in a long-term survival situation, to occupy your mind, you would have some time that you could kill actually making this, and then enjoy yourself like you would if you just chose to go fishing. So if anybody's got any better ideas, or any way you think you might be able to improve it, drop me a comment. Hope you like my page and help me get on along. Thanks, guys.